So my hose here got chopped off. Looks like this is out of tenant's residence, which is, I guess, probably one of the reasons why it's worth paying attention to what you leave at a rental property, because it's fair game, really. I don't necessarily blame them for doing this, but basically they cut off the end of the hose because they couldn't get off the spray nozzle. So, you know, this is my hose, I paid for it. It's a little bit of a bummer, but that's the way things go. And maybe it was really stuck. I didn't try to take it off, obviously it's still on there. But another thing that can happen, I've had this happen too, is when tenants are mowing the lawn, or when I'm mowing the lawn or whatever, it's, you know, if it's possible to hit your hose if it's laying in the grass. It just sucks. There's multiple reasons why this may need to be done, I guess. But you can basically go to the store, and there's different types of these where you can basically reattach an end to your hose. Obviously this hose, depending on how it was cut or where it was cut, it may not be as long anymore. This one's just negligible how much shorter it's going to be, but it could be a little bit shorter hose. But you can fix that by putting on one of these ends. They also have another part kind of like this, except that it has the same middle piece, and it has this on this side, but it also has this on the other side. So you could potentially attach two hoses together permanently with the similar idea. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna basically what you want to make sure you do is you want to cut this off as flat as you can, like as you want this angle right here to be perpendicular. You don't want it to be, you know, at a diagonal or something like that, because you want it to seal as best you can. And another thing to watch out for is you don't want cracks. You know, depending on how the hose was cut, it could have been cut like it could have ended with a little slice down here. Let's see here. For example, I think this one might have something like that, kind of like that. You want to watch out for those. And so if I had something like that where it was a little slit going in down, I would probably want to cut back underneath that just to make it, you know, you want this to last. You're taking the time to do it, and you want it to be smooth. And another thing is, if you have the threads that go on the inside of here, you might want to cut those off as well, just so they don't get caught. Anyway, I would say this angle is not perfect, but I think it'll work well enough. If yours looks like this, it should work fine. But so basically, you put on, you're gonna slide on. It's really easy, but you're gonna slide on this, and then you're gonna slide in this, in that hole, which I may have to do with two hands here, but this should slide in there. So I just got it started here, but this should give the basic idea. You know, you shove that in there, and you really want it to go as far on as you can, because you want as least chance for leakage as possible. And then you're gonna take this part and you're gonna slide it over that, and you're gonna clamp this down with a flathead screwdriver. And another thing you can do, like, this is pretty tight. I think I'm going to be able to get it all the way on, but it is pretty tight. You can use soapy water to try to get it, you know, lubed up a little bit, to go in there. Over time the soap will wash away, and you won't, you know, it's a good way to do it. Alright, so got this on a little farther, and really that's about as far as it should be, I think. And I'm going to take and tighten this guy on. You know, you want it to be above where the inside piece comes down, obviously. So I'm going to probably tighten it about right here, like that. And okay, so there you go. Went ahead and tightened that on, and now I have a usable hose. Really pretty simple. The hardest part's probably, yeah, just, I guess I'll recap here before I say the hardest part, but you want to cut that flat. You want to put this piece in there, and, you know, watch for the flyers and stuff in the cuts, and then actually you want to put this on first before that. You can put this on after that, but you might have to undo the whole thing. It will completely unscrew from that. But I put that on first, then slide this in, slide that up, tighten it down, and you're set. It's that easy. There's a different type, or basically, there are different types of this, I guess. I won't go into them. It won't necessarily be, I won't be able to explain it well without the piece there, but this is one way to do it, and I think it works well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful.